Welcome to the Varjo headquarters here. My name is Mika at Varjo Technologies. I'm here today to talk to you about photorealistic mixed reality collaboration with some real-life examples that we have done at Varjo Technologies. We will also cover the type of equipment you will need for doing collaboration in mixed reality at photorealistic levels. Here is today's agenda. I will start with a brief introduction to Varjo and our products so you have a bit of context into our mixed reality approach. After this, I'll walk through the 5 tenets of photorealistic mixed reality and what this photorealism really means in the mixed reality context. Then we will go into the type of equipment you will need for doing photorealistic mixed reality collaboration, and finally we will cover also some exciting real-life examples of mixed reality collaboration at photorealistic levels. But first, let's start with a brief introduction. Varjo was founded on the principle of revolutionizing immersive computing with the world's most advanced professional virtual reality and mixed reality products. The company was founded in 2016 by former Nokia and Microsoft employees, and now we are over 140 employees globally. We have offices in Helsinki, Finland, where I'm located today, with also regional offices in the Washington DC, US, and Germany and UK. Briefly about our products. We have today 3 products out in the market. Firstly, VR2 with the most resolution in a VR headset today, with the most accurate integrated eye tracking in a VR headset. Then next we have VR2 Pro, which is basically the same except that it has also built-in hand tracking by Ultraleap. And then finally, as third, XR1, which builds on our high resolution on the VR2 and the eye tracking on the VR2 also. Plus it has 2 12 megapixel cameras in the front of the headset to stream the real life and the real world for making it a mixed reality headset. Our focus today will be mostly on the XR1 with mixed reality examples, but many of the same principles apply also in the virtual reality collaboration. Well, now into the 5 tenets of photorealistic mixed reality. The first tenet is solid looking objects. On the left hand side here you can see a typical augmented or mixed reality headset using an optical see-through technology. One of the limitations of this type of technology is that the images tend to look very holographic, as you can see on the left hand side. The reason for this is inherent in the optical see-through technology because you're essentially projecting light on a panel and then seeing the real world objects through that panel. This way you can no longer extract light from the image, you can only add light. However, with the video see-through approach on the right hand side, you can overcome that limitation because you can control the amount of light coming into the headset. That is when you get such solid looking objects that you can see on the right with an image which is shot through the Varjo XR1 headset. The second tenet is resolution. The second tenet is resolution, and here we have a comparison shot of a typical high-end consumer VR headset on the left, and on the right hand side you can see an image shot through the Varjo headset. And you can see the clear difference between the 2 images where you can finally see textures, you're able to read text, see instruments on the panel, and so forth. The third tenet is photorealistic video stream. One of the limitations in the past with video see-through based mixed reality approaches like this that we are using has been the resolution of the video stream. However, at Varjo we have solved this using 2 12 megapixel cameras and achieved a low latency video stream at below 16 milliseconds. Next, I'm going to show you an example that illustrates the accuracy of the video stream through our XR1 Developer Edition. This video is taken from the perspective of the XR1 and through its cameras. And you can see how you're able to actually thread a needle using the XR1 headset. That's how accurate it is. The fourth tenet is about reflections and lighting. I'm going to show you a video of an unmodified test shoot at Varjo headquarters in Finland. See how difficult it is to distinguish the virtual ball from the real-world ball, because it reacts so naturally to the real-world lighting and the reflections in the real world. Are you able to distinguish the real ball from the virtual ball? The fifth tenet and the final tenet is the field of view. You need to experience the virtual content in their full size. With the Varjo XR1 Developer Edition, you have roughly twice the size of field of view than other augmented reality headsets in the market today. On the image here on the left hand side, you can see some examples of major augmented reality headset manufacturers that have horizontal field of views of 30 and 40 degrees. Some are now even reaching 50 degrees. However, with the Varjo XR1, you get 87 degrees horizontal field of view, so you're able to actually see objects like cars in their real size. Now that we have covered what it really means to have photorealistic mixed reality, we will move on to a couple of practicalities related to the type of equipment you will need for running this photorealistic mixed reality. In order to run photorealistic remote collaboration applications, you need 5 things in addition to the actual application that you will be running. First, you need a headset capable of running photorealistic content, like the Varjo XR1 Developer Edition, or if you're running virtual reality collaboration applications, a VR2 will suffice. Secondly, photorealism requires more compute power to run the headset. For this reason, we recommend to have NVIDIA's Quadro graphics cards, in addition to a powerful CPU. Thirdly, you need tracking and controllers. I have mentioned SteamVR here as a tracking system, but you can also use other tracking systems like ART. Fourth and fifth, for collaboration scenarios, you need internet connectivity and headphones for audio and communications. The last section of today is about examples of use cases in photorealistic mixed reality collaboration. We will start with a couple of examples of mixed reality collaboration within the design and visualization space from the automotive and architecture industries. This next video illustrates how Kia is collaborating remotely between their European design office and their South Korean design office using Varjo XR1 and Autodesk VRED. The video has been taken from the perspective of the Varjo XR1 mixed reality headset, so what you see here is what you would see through the headset. As you can see with the multiple avatars and the other person in the room, you can start communicating with others in the same room, but also across the world, and review digital and physical prototypes right next to each other. And what makes it so unique is that the virtual car model looks incredibly real, no more holographic models. Also, the resolution is so high that you can review textures and even the smallest details. And finally, you will also get the real-world lighting with reflections and shadows. This is really transforming design reviews across the world and enabling those design reviews to go remote. Next, we are going through a video example of a mixed reality design review demonstration from Varjo headquarters, where 2 people are in the same room with 2 XR1s reviewing the same Volvo car model, the virtual Volvo car. Firstly, you can collaborate with others in the same room. As you can see here, 2 users from 2 different perspectives looking at the same car model. You can also see real-time updates of lighting conditions from the real world on the virtual car model. With the Varjo XR1, you can also see details of the virtual model in human eye resolution. You can immerse yourself in true-to-life interior, and you can also have your real hands in the virtual car and study user interfaces and user experience designs. and you can use mixed and virtual reality with the same headset by switching seamlessly from the mixed reality to a completely virtual environment. And similarly from here, we can go back from the completely virtual to the mixed reality experience where you can see the virtual car in the real room. To the mixed reality experience where you can see the virtual car in the real room. You can also turn your existing VR experiences and applications into collaborative scenarios using Varjo's chroma key technology. This video that I'm going to show you was taken by Varjo's official reseller System Active in the UK, and it illustrates how they're taking an existing VR application and turning it into a mixed reality collaboration scenario using a green screen, the Varjo XR1 headset, and a PC powered by NVIDIA RTX 6000. It showcases how you can now start collaborating quickly and easily with decision makers and allow confident sign-offs without building physical models. Next, we will look at a few examples of training and simulation scenarios where you can really benefit from collaboration and multi-user environments at photorealistic levels. Next, I would like to show a video of a use case with cost-effective mixed reality training with physical controls and virtual surroundings done in collaboration between Varjo and Bohemia Interactive Simulations. This video is an example of a helicopter training scenario, but we are seeing benefits of mixed reality training within our clients across industries, including heavy machinery, operating power plants, or training for surgeries. Here we are taking a similar training scenario in VR and turning it into a collaborative mixed reality training scenario. This is an easy way to turn your existing VR applications into collaborative mixed reality scenarios. With Boeing Starliner, we have seen photorealistic virtual reality to be a real enabler of remote training and multi-user training scenarios. Before exploring virtual training, Boeing Starliner crew trained in 2 state-of-the-art fixed simulators in Houston with very powerful computers and electronic hardware. With Varjo's virtual reality headsets, astronauts can train for complex procedures now, from pre-launch to docking to landing entirely in VR for the very first time remotely from anywhere in the world. The Starliner crew can also join VR training together now from multiple locations, making use of multi-user capabilities. With the ability now to train remotely, the astronauts can still train when in pre-launch quarantine in crew quarters, which was not possible with the more conventional training systems before. In this video, here we see a snapshot of the training experience that Boeing has created for their Starliner crew. They can now read displays in the crew capsule for mission critical data. With Varjo's Humana resolution, they can read instruments at a normal distance, which is vital to effective training. They can also see their hands while operating the virtual spacecraft with the VR2 Pro's hand tracking by Ultraleap. They can also train for complex procedures like docking into the ISS or do pre-launch scenarios. They can finally practice for unplanned events and simulate dangerous situations without actually putting the crew in danger. And finally, they can build the team's responses and decision-making abilities with these virtual training scenarios. As a final area, we will go through an example of team collaboration in 2 different locations where you can have meetings and discuss presentations in a joint virtual office. This is a video shot through Varjo XR1 with the Meeting VR software, where Varjo team members in Helsinki meet with Meeting VR's remote participants in Denmark using Varjo XR1 headsets. This is a good example of a scenario where you can discuss presentations in real time. You can review 2D schematic drawings. You can present and review detailed 3D CAD models like the Volvo virtual model you can see here in this video. You can watch videos and discuss them. You can also make annotations on your design work and collaborate remotely across teams in different locations. So the scenarios where you would need photorealistic mixed reality and collaboration are typically those where you would need to be able to do things like read text, see notes, or see 3D models in detail, and that's where the high resolution and photorealism really comes into play. So how do you get started with these collaboration tools? First of all, check that you have all the needed equipment, the headset, the PC with powerful graphics like the NVIDIA Quadro card. Then you need to have the internet connectivity, headphones, and the tracking system. But then you finally need, of course, the application and the software to run this collaboration scenario. For this, I would recommend to check your existing VR and MR applications that you're running and see if they offer multi-user or collaboration tools. This is a good place to get started with. If you have any questions how to get started, don't hesitate to get in touch with us at contact@varjo.com or with me at mika.jokinen@varjo.com, and we would be more than happy to guide you on your journey towards mixed reality collaboration. Thank you for your attention today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me at mika.jokinen@varjo.com, or feel free to also connect with me on LinkedIn for any questions you may have. Thank you very much.